Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Business Breakthrough Google Hangout. It's Glenn Dietzel here. We are going to go at Mach 200, 203, 400 miles an hour today. And I want you to get ready to hang on. And we're going to finish up our day today on the beach. So we're going to be done. Today, our Google Hangout will run no more than 30 minutes. And I'm going to finish up on the beach today. Let's take a look at what's going on at the Canadian Lake Home. I always like to show you pictures, different vantage points of here. We just got done a one-day business acceleration intensive on Monday. It transformed entrepreneurs that came in from all over, their lives, their way of understanding how to execute in today's overcrowded marketplace. The number of seasoned veterans that were awed. I shared with you a number of people already who just had to just step back and invigorate their thinking in terms of how to execute in today's overcrowded marketplace. So here's what's going on at the Canadian Lake Home. I'm going to be down there very shortly on the beach. I think my video screen is a little bit wonky. But it is a straight beach line here. But I wanted to, we're going to videotape here, and the lake doesn't go that way. But I wanted to make sure that we were set up here today and for you to take a look. So that's what's going on live at the Canadian Lake Home. I'm going to be down there at the end of the day, and everything today is Mach 1,000 miles an hour. Your target market, their perception of you is influenced in speed to market fashion. Today's most successful entrepreneurs need to make speed to market decisions. You need to be able to execute faster and quicker than what your competitors are. And today I want to talk to you about your personal intellectual property. And I want you to write that down. Your personal intellectual property. This is the day and age of having your own IP. And it's a way, and I'm going to share with you a membership program, a system that I've devised. I'm not going to take you into the membership site. My clients invest in this, and it's really important for me and the integrity of our vetting process and clients investing with me and in our systems that I protect their investment just like you should. And I'm going to teach you today a few things. I'm going to show you how I've been ripped off. I'm going to give you one example among many, and the reason why we've leaned on very high-end membership site, a membership site that we've been running for years and years. It's allowed me to retain clients for years. The best model that I know how in terms of helping you command maximum fees, getting paid up front, and most importantly, creating royalties for your advice, both B2B and B2C, business to customer or client, and business to business. So I'm going to share with you a few things. You're probably going to want to take a few notes. We're going to go very quickly, and getting ready for another business acceleration intensive in the end of July because I couldn't get everybody in here in June. Our fall intensives are like crazy busy, and you want to take notes. And most importantly, I want to encourage you right now to make the right decisions for your company. Yes, I get it that everybody is busy. I get that you're probably really busy in executing whatever you're doing. But I'm going to challenge you right now that unless you're executing very strategically in today's market and really looking at your advice and your programs and your services from an IP perspective, you are literally jumping over tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, multi-millions of dollars, and we're talking about deals to get to scrub money. And I don't know about you, but I don't have time for scrub money. I don't have time for that. And most importantly, I want to protect my IP, my company's IP. You do too. And I want to do it not just for myself and from a valuation standpoint, but for the investments that my clients make in our accelerated business system. So we're going to go really quickly today. We're going to go back here to the beach to see what's going on. As you can see, the lake here is a little bit tippy. When you get in our area, the lake actually is on a slant. I'm only kidding. I think my laptop has been toggled a little bit. So, or my video camera. So where you'll have to settle for that. It's not about perfection in today's market. It's about excellence. Okay, write that down. Not about perfection. It's about excellence. So if you start transforming your thinking away from perfection, which I believe what ultimately substantiates perfection is overthinking. If we completely eliminate that and really focus on excellence, execution, accelerated execution, looking at your advice from a intellectual property perspective, and I don't mean to use fancy terms, but this is the IP age, okay? And I want to help you and assist you, and I can't help you and assist you if I really show you the realities of what's going on. On our last Business Breakthrough Google Hangout, I shared with you 3 ways of organizing your advice on one of our private client sites. I gave you backdoor access to that, but for our high-end private client site, I don't share that, nor would my clients want me to do that, because it creates really their unfair competitive advantage. Okay, so as we talk about our building your IP today, want to do it from an unfair CA, not unfair California, but an unfair competitive advantage. All right, so it's crucial that you know how to position yourself differently away from what your competitors are doing. I want to share with you right now an example of how my intellectual property has been stolen. So I'm going to share this screen here with you, and this is an example of one of our books, Authoring and Grow Rich. We actually had to republish it under Author and Get Rich for a couple of reasons. One of them was my IP was stolen, and I want you to understand too that today's world, reading a book, audio programs, video programs, being around motivational speakers, inspirational speakers is great, but it's not going to give you the success. It's not going to give you speed to market execution. But this is one of our programs that was ripped off. It's offered for free online. And you've heard me, I've never mentioned that I'm a best-selling author. We've created all kinds of systems, processes, recognition from all kinds of leaders in their industry. And this is going back years and years and years now. We launched Author and Grow Rich. We were challenged by the Think and Grow Rich Foundation who said they owned and Grow Rich. I decided to republish it under Author and Get Rich. And our original Author and Grow Rich was stolen. The IP was stolen. It was put in public domain and online. And the funny thing is that was just the beta version of our book anyway, so I don't really care, to be honest with you, because success doesn't come in a book. And if people are that creative that want to steal my IP in a book form, then more power to them. We've advanced ourselves as a company over the last 12 years and accelerated today in teaching clients how to protect their IP, get your clients to invest in your highest end programs and services, to protect your IP, and how to retain them long term, where your IP is protected, your intellectual property. All right. So I just wanted to show you that your IP is going to get ripped off if you don't have high-end programs and services and a proper high-end membership site that protects yourself. And we've spent a lot of time, a lot of money figuring these kind of systems out. So just to understand here as we move forward that we are in the personal IP age, the personal intellectual property age. And this is the day and age that is fantastic if you love services like I do. I love coaching, consulting, and training. Everybody that came into last Monday's Business Acceleration, one-day Business Acceleration Intensive here at the Canadian Lake Home was blown away by what I presented on that entire day. And it's totally 100% proprietary, because I teach my clients as leaders in their field and as a leader in your field, how to ensure that you're building intellectual property. Intellectual property that allows you 3 things: to position, package, and poise your IP to command maximum fees, get paid up front, and to create royalties. All right. And so in today's marketplace, you want to be very, very strategic in doing this. Now, I am not legally allowed to show you the high-end private membership site that we do, because as I mentioned, my clients invest with me. They invest to have access to my IP. They have invest to have access to our systems, our tools, our processes, our legal agreements, the models that I use that they can use specifically in their business. We have some of our clients that are certified and trained in our systems, and they're allowed to co-brand with us And that has moved us into so many different marketplaces so quickly. It's the most powerful way. And it's a way that, as I shared with you, one of the pages in Author and Get Rich, at the very beginning here, one of the reasons ways that we've created so many strategic alliances and so much traction in the marketplace, and that is through thinking from an IP perspective and a B2B and a B2C perspective. So and I want to share with you 5 ROI concepts today. Return on investment, because that's what your clients want. That's what my clients want. And I want you to think about your advice from an IP perspective, okay? So I'm going to take you through 3 steps, and then I'm going to look at step 2 a little bit more exhaustively here today, just to teach you, and then I'm going to provide you 5 rules on transforming or thinking about ROI. Return on investment for your services from a positioning, a packaging, and from a poise or a posturing perspective, okay? In the intellectual property age or the personal IP age, all right? So you want to think about personal IP, then the 3 systems I'm going to show you is going to help you transform personal IP into company IP, provide you maximum leverage in today's market. And we talked to so many coaches, consultants, and trainers today that are losing massive traction. It's scary how fast industry leaders or one-time industry leaders have lost traction in today's market. Part of that is because of Google and the change of rules. Part of that is because of the increased number of competitors in today's marketplace. If you go to LinkedIn, Amazon, part of the reason is because the marketplace is a lot more educated than ever. Part of that is because there's so much free advice online. Part of that is because of the skepticism and the jadedness of so many people today. That was the one theme that I think I noted on our, from those that came into our past one-day intensive, just how jaded and cynical people shared with me that they've become because of the online world and all the hype and all the so-called experts teaching all these, you know, maybe one strategy or one tactic. But I want you to understand that today you've got to have a complementary system. That's more than just some isolated tactics and strategies. It's got to be comprehensive. It's got to be bigger than what your competitors are doing. It's got to be a better organizing principle. It's got to give you the kind of influence and traction and momentum and the ability to be able to scale your advice. Even if you're just starting a business, you've got to think from transactionalizing your first transaction in the market and then scaling the size and numbers. So you want a better system in today's market, okay? It's crucial. You've got to have it better than your competitors or you're going to lose. And it's as clear as that. I'm not here to be the bearer of bad news, but I know this industry quite well, and I've been privy to a lot of what's going on. And it's not because I'm anything special. I mean, just look at me. I'm not special. What is special is the systems that I've been fortunate enough to create over the past 12 years in dozens of industries, over 120 industries, and having done about $250 million in transactions, myself and my strategic alliance partners. So I know a thing or two about high-level execution and focus. I don't know it from an MBA perspective, so I want to caution you that I don't have an MBA. I also want to caution you that my advice goes against what most of the experts and gurus teach today. So I want you to be well aware that what I teach goes against about 99% or more of what's going on in the market today. And I really believe if you look very critically at the market and yourself, greater sameness isn't going to get you better results. So you've got to execute differently and more strategically than what your competitors do. Okay, so I want to share with you a system today, and I'm going to share with you a 3-part system, if you will. So I shared with you how our IP was stolen online, and that's why I really raised the bar for myself, protect my IP, teach my clients how to protect their IP. And one of the reasons why you want to have high-end programs and services is so you attract the right kind of client. not the low end people. And I don't mean anything against anybody that invests in a book or something low end. I do. Okay, I read books and all that kind of stuff. But I want you to understand that if you're going to build a service, you want to build a service with the kind of clients that are going to respect you, respect your IP, right? Respect your time. And those are premium priced clients. And they're probably the easiest to reach if you've got the right kind of systems. The right kind of systems are not hypey systems. They're not systems that are really focused on sales and marketing. They're focused on educating your marketplace to self-select themselves to you. All right? So you've got to, everything that you do has got to be done strategically, but it's got to be done in speed to market. I see so many people today that say, Glenn, I want speed, but I'm going to, for the next few months, I'm going to continue to do things my way. And I shake my head because greater sameness isn't going to get you better results. And in today's marketplace, it's about making the critical investments in time and money into your company that are going to allow you to explode into hundreds of new marketplaces really quickly. Because if you don't, your competitors are. All right. And I just want to give you a fair warning. And I know that this is, for those of you maybe that are newer in business, you might be thinking, well, I think I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to write my book or free report. I'm not saying that's not good. And I might, hire out a copywriter like many of you are doing or have done. And I'm not saying that's not bad. I'm just saying there's a difference today between speed and slowness. And I want to challenge you and what you're doing, the activities you're doing, are they bringing you speed to closing deals, or are they just delaying the inevitability of realizing that you're pushing profits and accelerated profits further and further down the road? Kind of like kicking the can. You keep kicking the can and kicking the can. And the longer you keep kicking the can, the further you are away from your destiny and what business is all about. And you start getting locked into a business model that's fundamentally holding you back from speed of execution, speed of implementation, speed to profits, and speed to market. Okay, so let's go through this, and we're going to finish up on the beach here in just a few minutes. So first thing I want to show you is that step one in growing your company is you want to explode profits. Okay, and it's really important that you build your competitive advantage, you execute in speed to market fashion, you create your first profitable transaction in each of these circles here. It didn't come out too well here because of the white background, but I did get a chance to switch things up here for you today. But increase your size and number of transactions and focus on the 5 core areas of business. And that's what each of these circles represent using the inverted business funnel right here, okay? So each of these represent these 5 areas here, or 6 areas, and then focusing on the 5 core areas of business, which is value creation, value delivery, marketing, sales, and having high profit margins, okay? So those are the 5 core areas of business that you need to master using an accelerated business model. And if you're new to our program or new to our Business Breakthrough Google Hangouts, I espouse and highly recommend that you invert the business funnel, just like many experts are teaching today. They're following what I teach, and some of them are my clients, around the importance of inverting your business funnel if you want to position high-end programs and services. And we cover the statistics, the realities of the post-information age, how people make decisions in today's marketplace, and everything is today is about knowing how to execute strategically. So first step in looking at protecting or building your intellectual property in the IP age is around making sure that you're focused only on the core activities that are building profits and accelerated profits in your marketplace, okay? So you getting that? That's step number 1. Focus on business, and everything I teach in all of our programs is always learning how to transact your value in the market and increasing that size and number of transactions. That's fundamental. Now, on the IP side, it's really good to start thinking from a systems approach, because this is the IP age. So you've got to think about systems right from day one. And I'm talking not about writing a book systems or putting a free report systems or that kind of stuff. I'm talking about business systems that are really going to add more punch, more momentum, more posturing power, create a more of a powerful message for what you do. And behind your advice, everything's got to be encapsulated in the right kind of systems. So what are those systems? Let's go into step number 2 here, and I'm going to break this down a little bit further for you. But there's 7 key systems for certification, okay? So step 2 is looking at creating the right systems and then training and certifying others. It could be your clients, some of your clients, other coaches, consultants, and trainers, other experts. Everybody wants to be to follow somebody else in today's marketplace. You need to realize that that's part of human nature. You want to put yourself at the top of the pecking order and get others automatically to want to follow you or see you as a leader in your industry. So you need leverage. You need a leveraged certification training system. Okay, it's a more powerful way of creating the rules in your industry, setting yourself up as the expert's expert or the trainer's trainer, etc. So you want to think from an entrepreneurial standpoint, okay? So when we're talking about that then, we're talking about building 7 systems for certification and training, using a better business model, a client vetting process, a client intake system, client services process, client management systems, having you have strategic vendors, and accelerated teaching and learning systems. Those are crucial to have in today's marketplace in the IP age, okay? You following me? You getting it? So as you're building your company, you've got to think in terms of how do you build profits at an accelerated rate, making your profits larger and increasing the number and the size of those transactions. And then while you're doing that, you got to start thinking from a systems perspective. Why? From a valuation perspective, so you become more attractive. You become more attractive to B2C and B2B strategic alliance partners. I've got a lot of, and over the years, I've built a lot of strategic alliances, got a ton today, and it's all because I have this dual focus in business, which is step 1 and step 2. Now, step 2 can be leveraged maximally, and I'll share this with you here, from a royalty revenue model, okay? So you want to start with $15,000 to $20,000 or higher training certification programs I could teach my clients that allow you to really tap into high-end certification and high-end co-branding. Okay, so you want to organize $15,000 to $25,000 certification programs, create your multi-million-dollar training empire, and achieve maximum valuation and cash flow. Now, the best way of doing that is to have a high-end membership site. So you train your prospective clients, and then you allow them membership site access, and they pay you a royalty for ongoing access, and they pay you a royalty anytime they use your IP with their own clients, all right? This is really powerful. There's nobody teaching this today. It's not licensing, and it's not franchising. So I want to delve into this a little bit deeper here for a few minutes, and then I'm going to give you the 5 ROI principles or rules, and then we're going to finish up at the beach for 30 seconds. I'll let you enjoy. I'm going to come back into the office and close our Hangout now. Today, all right. So let's take a look now. Whoops. Let's take a look now at this royalty model and creating a leveraged certification process. Most companies today that are teaching certification have a what I call a non-leveraged certification model. Yes, they have a certification process, but there's no leverage for them, and there's no leverage for their clients. So I want you to think differently around certification and what the few companies that are doing this and the mistakes that they're making. The problem with this model is it's only passive learning, okay? And the real learning happens in the marketplace with assistance on closing deals and bringing your value into the market. And that's what I focus on with my clients. And that's what you should be doing too, whatever it is you're certifying and training your clients to do. No focus on true business acceleration. There's no scalability with this traditional certification model. Bottom line is there's no way to build long-term wealth with this model. So the program that I've created is a certification royalty riches model. It's a new certification model that teaches you how to attract the right kind of clients that want to invest in a high-end certification training program that are really going to allow you, and you can do this at an accelerated rate with accelerated business systems and advanced teaching technologies, which are crucial to your business growth in today's market in order to stand apart from all the noise, that allow you to leverage your clients, and in turn your clients are leveraged by you and your systems, so everybody's growing quickly. This is the quickest and surest way to scale your company's real value. True scalability in today's market meets two strict requirements. I call it meets the Buckingham-Kaufman law of sustainable growth. What is that? Well, Buckingham-Kaufman law of sustainable growth says you've got to have premium price programs and services, and you've got to involve your clients in your marketing, or you're not going to succeed in today's market. So that's a twofold test for you. So if you are thinking about certifying, you got to think about making sure that you command maximum fees for your certification training process. It's just like the Buckingham-Kaufman law of sustainability, and you've got to involve your clients in this entire process. That is crucial in today's post-information age, okay? Further to that, you must have premium price programs, as I said, and your clients must be involved in your marketing. The key competitive advantage is business and accelerated teaching and learning focus, and they work and they must work together. So why is this a better foundation when I'm teaching? Well, it teaches your clients to not only they pay you two types of royalty streams of income after they've been trained and certified in the same kind of processes that I use with my own clients and I teach with all of my clients. These are accelerated business systems and advanced teaching technologies that are absolutely critical within your own way of educating potential clients and educating your own clients as you give them the ROI that they seek. And at the end of the day, that's what your clients are investing in, right? Your ROI, return on investment. Okay, following me? Hope you see that it is crucial in following this. The goal then is for you to certify and coach your clients at the same time. This means you need to incorporate both an advanced teaching and business model. And the model that we teach under certification royalty riches, building two types of leveraged streams of income. These are all royalty streams of income. After your clients invest in your highest end programs and services, all leveraged through a high-end private client site. The benefits for your business, the best way to model is scale your coaching business into a $10 million plus empire. You build massive residuals, massive growth that provide you speed to market and educate to dominate in today's market. So on the business acceleration side then, that's what this is all about. If you're going to spend time thinking about systems, you want to do it in a way that immediately provides you posturing, positioning, poise in today's marketplace that makes you not even more attractive to potential clients, but also strategic alliance partners. These strategic alliance partners can open up a lot of doors for you in a lot of different countries or within your own geographical area, much like we've been doing today. So I want to give you the 5 ROI principles now, or rules, and then we're going to finish up on the beach. Let's take a look at what's going on the beach. This is what's going on here at the Canadian Lake Home. And it's a little bit windy today, and I think I hit my mic, my camera. So the camera is tilted a little bit. The lake, just because we live in Canada, the lakes are still run horizontal to the atmosphere. And so there is no as far as I know, with the horizon here in Canada. I've never seen it until today. So a little bit of allure for our So the 5 principles then are building ROI. Number 1, ROI trumps ROI. So before you think about ROI for your own business or for your own clients, I want you to think about making sure you're using a better business model that's going to bring you return on investment time. Okay, so you want to think about ROIT. ROIT trumps ROI. So if you're going to build a company, you're going to scale a company, you've got to use a model that's not going to hold you hostage. Number 1. Number 2, ROI is the result of EBS, education-based selling, times value-based selling. And we could spend hours and weeks on building this out, just like I teach my clients. Instead of them having to spend weeks and months and years figuring this out, they get a chance to use our systems within their own branding and just carry themselves into their marketplace a lot faster and quicker and more influentially. But EBS then is education-based selling. You want to think from the next best alternative in your market. And VBS is value-based selling. Okay, and value-based selling is all focused on making yourself incomparable to today's market. Third rule then on ROI is about making sure you are incomparable, as I just mentioned. Okay, and one of the reasons why you want to have a high-end membership site is to deliver your ROI in a way that makes you uncomparable and allows your target market to get the ROI that they're really after. And I want my clients, I'm all about client results. And in today's market, it's about speed. So instead of me having to build everything with my clients from scratch, I'd rather give them templates, blueprints to build from with my assistance to help them on execution. Fourth concept around ROI then, use accelerated learning approach. That's crucial. In today's market, it's all about accelerated learning. Okay, faster you get results, faster you get your clients' results, faster your company grows. The faster you get your clients' results, faster they're going to get their clients' results for what they're after, and you can start really impacting your industry and building sustainable growth and a proven, measurable business model to explode cash flow. And then finally, ROI always needs to be from a B2C and a B2B engagement level. So one of the reasons why we have a high-end client site is I can leverage it with strategic alliance partners. And it's allowed me to open up all kinds of doors in different industries, different countries, different continents, and this created some very powerful leadership. And when you're a leader in your market, it really makes it a lot easier when you stand apart from the sea of sameness. If you go to Amazon, just take a look at the experts in your industry are on LinkedIn. They're all basically doing the same thing. So you want to do something different, right? If you want to truly stand apart and get the results that you want. So those are my 5 ROI concepts that are embedded within our high-end private client site. Remember, the reason why you have a high-end private client site is this is the IP age, and you want to think from transforming your advice into your personal IP, because it's the IP age, and then focus on packaging, positioning, packaging, using your IP. And I gave you a powerful business model today that will allow you to create an unfair competitive advantage. And isn't it time you really truly had an unfair competitive advantage? I'm going to run down to the beach now. I'll finish off there, and then I'm going to let you enjoy the time for a few moments here. If you want to stick around for a couple of minutes, I'm going to come back into the office and close down our Google Hangout. Okay, so you'll see me in about 30 seconds. I'll be right here, and I'm going to bring you something really special here in about 30 seconds. So I'll see you on the beach. All right, we're here at the beach, and I really enjoyed providing this my advice here today. And if you're really truly interested and committed, not just interested, but committed to true business acceleration in today's marketplace, and you'd like to be considered for our next one-day business acceleration intensive, all you need to do is go to this URL here, newgurumodel.com/one-day. And you want to go there really quickly. Follow the directions there, and you and I can connect. Everybody is vetted directly by me for the one-day intensive because it is at the Canadian Lake Home. Everybody meets my wife and my kids. And I'll tell you this, everybody is blown away by the venue. And I know the water's a little bit on tilted here because of the camera, but I don't want to bump you, so I'm not going to touch it. But you're going to absolutely love what I cover, and you can't find it anywhere online. And it's because I'm really anal about ensuring that our IP today, our intellectual property, is protected. And so go to newgurumodel.com/one day if you are a committed business owner to leadership in your industry, and you want what I consider the fastest way of commanding maximum fees, getting paid up front, and creating coaching, consulting, and training royalties. This is great for any industry. It's great for any profession to create another stream of income. If you're a lawyer, a doctor, a chiropractor, we've got many professionals, many traditional business owners, and of course, we seem to have a lot of coaches, consultants, and trainers. So use this advice. I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to go back into the office of the Canadian Lake Home. I'll leave you just to enjoy the beach here for 30 seconds before I shut everything down. So have a great one, everyone. I look forward to our next Business Breakthrough Google Hangout. And who knows, maybe our paths will cross directly, just like the hundreds of people who have come in from all over the world right here at the Canadian Lake Home to our Business Acceleration Intensives. Have a great one, everyone.